Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a video here from Travel Navigator, and it is comparing Paris and London. Which city is better for travelers? This one should be pretty interesting. I haven't been to either city. I know more about London just from doing these videos and stuff. Obviously, there's a language barrier with Paris. My aunt was a flight attendant, and she, you get to fly all over the place. But in addition to that, you get like passes so that you can go anywhere, take your family with you. Usually, I think with flight attendants, they can fly without that. I had a roommate that was a flight attendant too, but I know her and her family, especially her daughter, used to go to Paris quite a bit. And then my cousin, her daughter, ended up studying French in college. And I think she spent some time abroad over there studying too, which is pretty cool. So I know they absolutely love Paris. Obviously, both have a really, really rich history, gorgeous, gorgeous architecture. So I'm excited to compare these two and see what they come up with as the good, the bad, and maybe what's better. I don't know. But I will link this video in the description along with links to Patreon and how you can support the channel here on YouTube, as well as a GoFundMe if you all want to help me get across the pond to see basically Great Britain and London and York and Edinburgh. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this video.
Both Paris and London are bustling metropolises that are worth a visit for every travel enthusiast. In this video, we will compare these two cities in various categories to see if one city is better. Take a moment to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more beautiful travel destinations and interesting lists. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss out on all the tips and recommendations we give you throughout the video, and let's dive right in. Our first point, when it comes to size and crowds, London and Paris are worlds apart. London, with its sprawling metropolis of 9 million residents, feels vast and densely populated. This sheer size means you often need to plan for extra time just to get from one spot to another, and navigating the city's many crowded areas can feel overwhelming. Paris, on the other hand, feels much more intimate. The city proper is home to around 2.2 million people, making it significantly smaller and more walkable.
I didn't realize it was that
small.
small.
You can often stroll from one iconic landmark to another without the need to hop on public transport, offering a more relaxed pace of exploration. Navigating London and Paris can be a different experience depending on what you're after. Both cities boast extensive public transportation systems, but the way you get around can impact your experience. In London, the sheer scale of the...
That's what I'm still like thinking about, that population difference. I didn't realize Paris was that small at all. I mean, that's a 7 million person difference between London and Paris. I knew London, like I know that like y'all tell me there's not like a ton of room, so you build more up than, outward. But wow, that's a
The city often
big
makes
difference.
the tube or bus your best friend, but be prepared for traffic delays, especially if you're on one of the popular open-top bus tours. Paris, with its compact layout, allows for more leisurely exploration. You can hop on a bus, like the number 72 along the Seine, which offers stunning views as you glide past the Eiffel Tower and the Hôtel de Ville. The Paris Metro is also incredibly efficient, but the city's walkability often means you can explore entire neighborhoods on foot. When it comes to weather, Paris and London might seem similar at first glance, but there are some key differences.
Really?
London has a reputation for being perpetually rainy and foggy, and while that's a bit of an exaggeration, the city does see its fair share of grey skies. Rainfall in London is consistent
y'all
throughout
told
the
me
year,
it's chilly.
often in the form of light showers. Paris, on the other hand, enjoys more sunshine overall. The city experiences more distinct seasons, with warmer summers and colder winters compared to London. In summer, Paris can get quite hot, and the city isn't well equipped with air conditioning, so it can feel stifling during a heat wave.
Really?
Winters in Paris bring a unique charm, with the city often covered in a soft grey mist. If you're planning a visit, both cities are lovely in spring and fall, when the weather is mild and the city's parks and gardens are in full bloom.
Wonder how hot it
Shopping in
gets.
Paris and London offers distinct experiences. Paris is the capital of luxury fashion, home to iconic brands like Chanel and Louis Vuitton. The city's elegant boutiques, especially along the Champs-Élysées and Avenue Montaigne, exude timeless sophistication. Parisian style is all about understated elegance and haute couture. London, however, is more eclectic. From the high-end stores of Bond Street to the quirky markets of Camden and Portobello Road, London's fashion scene is diverse and daring. Plus, London's affordability shines through its charity shops and budget-friendly brands. Whether you prefer Paris's luxury or
Yeah,
London's
Paris might
variety,
be
both cities are
fancy and
shopping
nice,
paradise.
but it's expensive.
When it comes to eating and drinking, Paris and London offer distinctly different experiences. Paris is renowned for its traditional brasseries and café terraces, where locals linger over wine or coffee, savouring each moment. Meals in Paris are more of a
Sounds
ritual,
nice.
often starting with an aperitif and stretching into 3 courses or more,
Ooh.
typically enjoyed at a leisurely pace. In contrast, London's food scene is fast-paced, with many opting for a quick sandwich lunch on the go. However, London shines in its vibrant pub culture, where a pint of beer after work is a common tradition. Dining times also differ. Parisians eat later, often around
Ooh.
8 or 9 p.m., while Londoners typically dine earlier. Cultural
Really?
differences between
What time
Paris
y'all
and London
usually
are
eat
subtle
your dinner?
yet significant. In Paris, there's an emphasis on formality and tradition, with the French language playing a central role in daily interactions. Parisians appreciate it when visitors make an effort to speak French, even if it's just a few phrases. Greetings.
My best friend, he was he was in the Peace Corps, and he was stationed in Morocco, and he ended up in the hospital, and everybody in the hospital, all the doctors and nurses spoke French, and he could have died. Like he had a blood clot in his lung, and they were telling him to do like jumping jacks. Like if it would have dislodged, he would have died. And his dad's a doctor, his mom's a nurse. They were like, don't listen to anything that they're telling you to do. That he like would not talk to anybody or listen to anybody until his dad got on a plane and made it over there. But he also went out with a guy that lived in Paris, and I remember him going to Paris and like meeting the guy's friends and stuff, and he hated it. He said they were so like mean and rude. Like he hates anything French because of those 2 experiences that he had. He said they just look down on you and they're mean, and he said they don't make any effort whatsoever. And this, I mean, my friend is like extremely like outgoing, very friendly. So to not get along with him, like he will make an effort too. So it's like to not be able to get along with him it's says something.
Things often include a handshake or the traditional bias, a light kiss on each cheek. London, on the other hand, has a more relaxed and straightforward approach. English is the default, and people are generally more casual in their interactions. The British tend to be reserved, but they're also open to engaging in longer, deeper conversations, especially over a drink in a cozy pub. Paris and
All
London
of y'all
each
been
have their
friendly,
own
I
distinct
think.
vibe. Paris exudes a romantic and artistic atmosphere. It feels both classic and bohemian, with neighborhoods that range from chic and historic to edgy and creative. Paris's cafe culture invites relaxation and people watching, contributing to a more leisurely pace. London, by contrast, is fast-paced and urban. It's a city that thrives on diversity and energy, with a vibrant
That's
nightlife
great.
and a youthful, sometimes hectic vibe. The areas can feel more compartmentalized, each with its own unique flavor, from the historic grandeur of Westminster to the hip, modern East End. Overall, Paris feels more relaxed and charming, while London buzzes with constant activity and excitement. When it comes to cost, London is generally more expensive than Paris. Accommodation prices
Really?
in London tend to be higher across the board.
That
For
surprises
example, a
me.
mid-range hotel in London costs around £250 per night, whereas in Paris, it's about £175. Meals also reflect this
Wow.
disparity.
Really? I would have thought Paris would have been more expensive. Not because it's nice. I just like we were talking about earlier, like all of the shops and the high end stuff. I just would have assumed that it was more expensive. That's really surprising. I know a lot of you, because like you all can jump on a plane and go to Paris, and it's not like a long flight. And you all also, I think, pretty certain. Actually, y'all could jump on a train, can't you? But either way, like, so I know a lot of you have visited France, because it would be like me jumping on a plane and going to Vegas or something, or probably closer than that. I don't know. Vegas is a 4-hour plane ride from where I am. But like, what do you think of Paris? Like, when you this is for like the England British folks, like, when you go, do you find it to be like a more relaxing, like slower paced than you would consider London or England? And how do you feel about the food? Would you rather go and have some French food, or do you prefer like the stuff that you grew up on, your British staples? Y'all gotta let me know in the comments. Let me know how far of a plane ride it is for most of you to go from wherever you are in Great Britain to Paris.
Dining out in London is about 13% more expensive. A mid-range 3-course meal for 2 in London
And the
averages
food's
$101
more.
compared to $76 in Paris. London's fast food might be slightly cheaper, but overall, you'll find Paris more budget-friendly. With Paris offering better value for hotels and dining, it's the more economical choice for a city break. When it comes to attractions and museums, London and Paris each have their standout features. London boasts over 55 free museums, including the British Museum and the National Gallery. You can enjoy these cultural treasures without spending a penny. In contrast, Paris museums typically charge admission. For instance, entry to the Louvre costs €22,
That's
while the
not
British
bad.
Museum in London is free. However, the ticket prices for major
I mean, I get that adds up, but like here, I'm trying to remember. For the most part, I think you could go to museums and stuff for free. Like, we were in DC before the orange one took office in over New Year's, and like if you go to any of the Smithsonian type museums, they're free. But like some of it, like we went to the Holocaust Museum, and that one you have to like go online and reserve it before you show up, and it did cost a little bit. And if you go to zoos and stuff like that, it's very comparable. It's less than $20, I think, for the most part.
attractions like the Tower of London and Versailles are fairly comparable, with Paris being slightly cheaper. So, if you're looking to explore without breaking the bank, London's free museums give it a slight edge. But don't miss out on the must-see Parisian art and history.
Well, you're gonna save more than $20 on a
Deciding between Paris and
hotel.
London
It sounded
is
like.
choosing between 2 masterpieces. Each has its own unique allure. Paris exudes romance, with its timeless architecture, quaint cafes, and artistic flair. It's a city where history and modernity blend seamlessly, offering a slower pace that invites you to savor every moment. London, in contrast, is a vibrant metropolis buzzing with energy and diversity. Its rich history is matched by a cutting-edge cultural scene where centuries-old landmarks sit alongside modern marvels. The beauty of it all? You don't have to choose. The cities are just a 2-hour train ride apart on the Eurostar, making it easy
Whoa,
to enjoy
2
the best
hours
of
on the
both worlds.
train?
Spend a few days in each.
Yeah,
and
that's
immerse yourself
quicker
in the
than
distinct
going to
yet
Vegas for
equally
me.
captivating atmospheres they offer. And there you have it.
Wow, so that's more comparable for me to fly from like Raleigh or Charlotte to probably up towards New York. Yeah, it'd probably be about the same amount of time. So it wouldn't even be as far as flying to Vegas or California. California, I think, is 5 hours. Vegas is 4. And then you're also going into a different time zone. I think when you fly to Vegas, I think I lose an hour. Or no, I gain an hour. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. You guys might be biased because you're from England, but I don't know. Maybe you're not. Let me know what you guys think is the. If you had the opportunity to move to either one, and you didn't have to worry about like moving costs or anything like that, you just go from one straight to the other. Like, which one would you choose? Where would you choose to live? I think I'd like to go to both. I think the language barrier for me would make me lean towards London. I have no memory span whatsoever. Like, I can barely remember what I did yesterday, let alone learn like an entirely new language. Even when I was young and took Spanish, like none of it really. I can count to 10. Like, I know very, very basic words. I just have a hard time learning. I feel like my brain is just like smooth squish these days. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I think as far as the history, the culture, like you guys know, I love like the architecture and stuff. I think both have a lot to offer. And I would love to go and get like some good like gelato. I've seen the videos where they do the gelato with like a balsamic vinaigrette over it. That sounds awesome. And go to a bakery, but at the same time, there's like a ton of food in England. I want as well. Y'all know I want that Sunday roast wrap real bad. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your all thoughts on it are, especially you guys that have had the opportunity to visit both places. Yeah, let me in the loop on that. But I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and yeah, have an awesome day. Thanks for watching, guys.